Hello everybody on YouTube. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give my videos a thumbs up. Thank you, and I really appreciate your guys' love and support. Now, tonight's video is called The Reason Why to Visit Medellin, Colombia in 2018. Okay? Now, the reason I decided to touch this subject tonight was for the simple fact that in my videos, in a lot of my comments I get, which is the best city to visit? One, Medellin, Colombia. Two, Cali. Or three, Bogota. Me personally, I think that all three cities have something very special to offer you as a tourist from any part of the world. But I think that hands down, like, to me, the safest city that I would strongly recommend you guys staying and visiting. And I mean, don't get me wrong, you can go out to different cities like Cali and Bogota because they're really good cities as well. But I think the safest city of Colombia is going to be Medellin, Colombia, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. Okay, now the mayor of Medellin, which is Federico Gutierrez, has spent thousands and thousands of dollars cleaning up the city of Medellin, Colombia, El Valle del Burá. Okay, now he's put away a lot of very high ranking criminals like Popeye, who used to work for Pablo Escobar, and many others as well, from La Comuna 13 and other parts of Medellin. Now, this is a city who takes pride in their paisa culture as the Antioqueños as well. Now, me personally, I can tell you that I am very proud of Medellin because they have come a long way. Okay, being that over 25 years ago, okay, it was ran by one of the world's most dangerous men, which was Pablo Escobar. He ran the Medellin cartel in the city of Medellin, Colombia. And it's a country who's been through more than 50 years of tribal warfare. And just to see that in 2017 they won the Nobel Prize, and that now you have tourists flocking from every part of the world because they're starting to recognize that, South America, Medellin, it was in style. And it's very beautiful to see that you have el tranvía, el metro, el megacable, the bus system. You feel me? Like, you have so many things that Medellin has to offer you. You know what I mean? The way they are amongst each other as Colombians, the way they embrace you as an American tourist or a tourist from any part of the world. Now, they make you feel nice and homey. And like the older women, you know what I mean? They treat you as if they were your own mom or a tia, and you don't get that in many places now. The paisa culture is very family oriented, okay, and the way they are out there is just spectacular. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, what I mean, that they don't have the little problems here and there, but it's a city who takes pride in their own. What I mean, they invest money into their city. They have one of the best soccer teams, which is Atlético Nacional de Medellin. Is one of the biggest in Colombia in general. It was founded in 1972, and you also have, which are the originals of Medellin, which is El Deportivo Independiente, that was founded in 1913 with 104 years of history, and Atlético Nacional, which is having, I think, if I'm not mistaken, from 73 years of history to 74 years of history. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that Medellin, Colombia, hands down, has many good areas. It's got El Poblado, which is a good area. I would recommend that area for tourists that don't speak Spanish. That way you can interact and mingle, with other foreigners who have been there constantly and who can teach you the ropes about how to navigate around the city, what to do, things to watch out for, and things of that nature. Okay, but if you're a person like me who speaks perfect Spanish and who speaks perfect English, then I think 70th Street, which is La Setenta, is a nice place for you. Also, you have Laureles, which is a really nice area, and you have El Barrio de los Colores. I mean, there's just a lot of good areas to stay in Medellin, Colombia. Okay, and I think all these places have something very special to offer you. Okay. Now, it is very important to know that in las comunas, you don't wander in there unless you know people who can guide you, who can teach you the ropes around them. Okay. Because in las comunas, you have to understand that just like anywhere else in the world, there's ghetto parts in every part of the world. And you have to understand that the territory itself, has to be respected. Because if you intermingle within those invisible lines, they can think that you're a rival enemy, and you most likely are liable to get confronted or maybe shot at or whatever the situation may be. But for the most part, Medellin, Colombia is a very beautiful city. That's why they call it the city of eternal spring, because it's always nice and perfect weather. You have beautiful paisa women everywhere, whether it be on the train, whether it be at your malls, whether it be on the streets, whether it be wherever the situation may be, you're going to run into beautiful women all day long. Okay? Now, you have to understand that when you guys go out there, you have to enjoy the city. Take tours, go paragliding, go to La Piedra de Guatapec, which is 750 steps that you have to climb to get up there. Once you're up there, you're going to have one of the most spectacular views overlooking Guatapec, and take the tour, because I think that if you take the tour, they're going to show you around. It comes with a meal, and it usually ran, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 69,000 pesos colombianos. It's good because they take you, they bring you back. You're able to know about the culture, the rock, and just the history itself. Now, if you want to, take the Pablo Escobar tour, you can do that as well. But, like, for you guys that want to ask about Pablo Escobar, if you guys, like, you can ask one time, but if you ask and ask and ask, you're going to get people annoyed, and you're liable to get, a reaction out of somebody. Maybe not, not at that moment, but, somebody's liable to get upset or something like that. So you want to be able to know that don't ask about Pablo Escobar so much, you feel me? Take the tours. There's so many tours. You could go to Armenia, which is El Parque del Café. They'll show you how to make coffee. There's a lot of good scenes there. You can travel down to Pereira and visit las aguas termales de Santa Rosa de Cabal, las aguas termales de San Vicente, and just move around. You have a lot of good stuff. You could go to La Hacienda Nápoles, which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 128,000 the package. And if you want to pay an extra 40,000 to visit Las Cataratas de Victoria, that is beautiful. Lots of good pools. And I would recommend that if you guys are going to these pools, that you take a nice little paisa woman with you out there, so that way you can feel nice and homey and enjoy the scenery for what it is. Okay? Now, you want to go to places, take pictures, el Parque Explora, el Jardín Botánico, el Parque de los Deseos, el Parque de los Pies Descalzos. There's five different sightseeing places. One is in el Nutibara, which is in el Pueblito Paisa. Two, el Mirador de las Palmas. Three, el Mirador de San Félix. Four, el Mirador de Santa Elena. Five, el Mirador de Picacho is one of the best views overlooking the entire city of Medellin, Colombia. So when it comes down to where should I go, what should I do, as of now, please guys, start writing down the places that you're interested in going to, so that way when you get to the city of Medellin or Colombia in general, you guys can off top already start marking the places that you're going to go to. You do not want to spend time in your hotel room dicking around on Tinder. Do respect. I'm being respectful with you guys, because I want you guys to get the best out of your trip. Now, visiting Colombia is a true life-changing experience. If you're a guy who's been through a world of shit, who's going through a divorce, who's going through a sad moment, who's thinking about committing suicide, who's going through a rough time in your life, please guys, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. This can save your life. This is going to make you guys feel alive again. Going to Colombia brought back a lot of good memories. And me personally, I love Medellin, Colombia, and I love Colombia in general. And I think that hands down, I love Colombia the way I love the United States, the way I love Mexico, because those three countries are part of my life. So what I'm trying to do is share my experiences with you guys, so that way you guys can go out there and live it for yourselves. Enjoy life. What I mean, life is only 1 second. It's gonna pass you by so quick that when you realize it, you're going to be old and you want to have good experiences. Make sure that you buy a nice camera, so that way you can take some nice and beautiful pictures. You're going to have a lot of beautiful women. What I mean? If you run into a good female that you like, what I mean, treat her right, take her off for coffee, take her off for dinner, take her off for ice cream. Do small things with her and really actually get to know her. Don't just be the typical tourist going out there just to be with escorts and all that, because Colombia is not about that. Colombia is about enjoying the culture, what I mean, drinking good aguardiente, drinking good beer, what I mean, intermingling with the culture, making friends. And the most important thing that I want you guys to do is start to learn the basic Spanish. For those of my subscribers who are putting in work, who are putting in the time, who are actually dedicating themselves from 30 to 45 minutes every day, dedicating themselves to learning Spanish, I'm telling you this, man, I'm fucking proud of you guys, man. You guys get a 10 from me, man, because honestly, the truth, that takes big balls to learn another language. And I know that in the long run, it's going to pay off, because you could use Spanish in the Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Mexico, any Spanish speaking country, and it's going to go a long way, because you're able to make friends. It's going to save your life, and it's going to avoid you a lot of headaches. Okay, so hands down for you guys thinking what city to visit in Colombia, I'm not saying don't visit Bogota or Cali. Yes, visit those cities, because they have a lot of good things to offer you. The people of Cali are very happy people. I'm just telling you that in these certain cities like Bogota and Cali, you have to be more on your P's and Q's. You can't be flossing your iPhone, your chains, trying to, like bring too much attention to you. If you go down there, go out there just, in nice clothes, and just dress simple. Be simple. Don't wear chains, watches, stuff of that nature, because you have to understand that in those cities, like, you have a lot of people who are going through a rough time, and everybody, I don't care who it is looking for a come up. So, avoid that and you're going to be fine. Now, hands down, Colombia, my friends, is the country to be. Okay, the US dollar goes a long way in Colombia, and I know that, a lot of you guys who have been out to Colombia are going to totally agree with me that Medellin, Colombia, hands down, is the winner, because it's one of the most safest cities of Colombia, and it has a lot of special things to offer you as a tourist from any part of the world. Okay, go out there, do you, be happy, try the paisa food, try a Pilsen or Aguila beer, and avoid all the American fast food places. You're there to experience what the true Colombian experience is all about. Okay, if you guys have any questions, any suggestions, please make sure to leave them on the videos below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And we're trying to get this video up to 1,000 likes. If you guys can please smash that thumbs up button, it's really going to help me, achieve my goal. And if you're a new person who's here, new on my channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give my videos a thumbs up. Thank you, and most important of all, I wanted to say Happy New Year's, happy 2019 to all of you guys. I hope you guys achieve your goals. Make sure that every year that passes you by, make sure that you start to fulfill goals, so that way you could become somebody in life, and that way, you don't put your family to shame. Good night, sweet dreams, and God bless all you guys, and much love and respect from El Paisa Medellin Life to all my subscribers and new subscribers as well, from Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, which is Chirac, and any part of the world that you guys are watching us, whether it be Japan, Argentina, whether it be the Dominican Republic, whether it be Colombia in general, any part of the world, much love and respect from you. Much love and respect to you guys from El Paisa Medellin Life. Good night, bye-bye, and stay safe, guys. Bye-bye.